In this ActiveCampaign tutorial, you're going to learn step by step how to set up your email marketing with ActiveCampaign the right way. We're going to cover every single step from signing up to creating your own landing page and email campaign with a blank template, and then all the way to publishing and sending out your first email. So even if you have zero experience with ActiveCampaign or email marketing, but want to have a successful email marketing campaign for yourself, your business, or your clients, then this video is for you. And you can trust me on this because I've got over 8 years of email marketing experience. So first, click on the description of this video or go to this link where you will be able to get a 14-day free trial with ActiveCampaign and my special discount if you continue to use them. Later in this video, I will give you special access to my 8-step guide to creating lead magnets that convert if you decide to pick up ActiveCampaign through my special link below. This resource will help you start a powerful, high-converting email marketing campaign that gets you the leads you need for your business. So to get started, click on Start Your Free Trial. Now enter in your email and click on Get Started. Now put in your name and phone number and click on Next Step. Add your company website here if you have one. Click Next. Now answer some of these basic questions so ActiveCampaign can personalize your experience better. This first question is asking how many contacts are you planning to bring over? How many employees do you have? And what industry is your business in? Mine is in education, yours may be different. So what channels of ActiveCampaign are you interested in the most? For this tutorial, we'll say email. Now, what other marketing tools from this list do you use? If any, click on that and then click on Next. Now go to your email and click Confirm Email. Then click Verify. Choose a password that you want to use with ActiveCampaign. Then click on Take Me to My Account. Now you've been taken to the ActiveCampaign dashboard, where you can see on the left-hand side is where all the action happens. Now before we think about doing anything with this account, we'll first need to make some adjustments in the settings to be able to send out emails. So we need to go to Settings here, then click on Advanced. And in order to be able to send out emails with ActiveCampaign, you will need to verify your email account. You have two options. The first is to use a free email address like Gmail or Hotmail, and the second is to use your own custom domain name. I strongly recommend you use the second option if you can, because this will increase your deliverability and reduce your email hitting the spam box by a lot. So I'm going to show you how to set up using your custom domain name. Click on Configure Domain, enter in your domain name, click on Continue, click Continue again. Now we want to click on Authorize with Cloudflare, because that's where my domain is hosted. Now I need to log into here, and then click on Authorize. Now you can see my domain name has been configured, and it may take up to 48 hours. Usually it's going to be a lot less than that, but come back before you send your first email to make sure it's done. Click Done. So now click on Save Settings. And the next thing you must do to be able to send out emails is to go to Address and add your physical business address here. So click on Add an Address. Now fill this out. Click on Add Address when you're done. Now the last thing to do under Settings is to go to Appearance. Then under ActiveCampaign Branding, you want to uncheck this box. This will remove the ActiveCampaign logo when you send out emails. And I'm sure you don't want the ActiveCampaign logo to show up, right? But you want to make sure the in-app chat is turned on. This will allow you to continue to contact ActiveCampaign through their live chat. Now click on Save Settings. And let's go back to the home page. The next step is to import and manage your contacts. So we go to Contacts here, And if you have a big or complicated email list to import over to ActiveCampaign, you can always go to request a migration and their customer support will help you manually. But in general, you can do this yourself by clicking on import, and you can either connect to these services like Google Sheets or Pipedrive CRM to import your contacts, but any email marketing software providers will allow you to export your file as a CSV. And if you do that, then you can go here and click on import from file and upload that file here. So your existing contacts will be uploaded to ActiveCampaign. Now you just have to match the fields with your original CSV file. So for example, subscriber, the field value is an email address. So now I want to click here and make sure it says email address. You don't need to match all fields, you just need to match the ones that are important to you. So for me, it's going to be the email address and the name here. And now we want to select the list that we want to add it to. I only have the one at the moment, so I'll add it to that. Now under tags, it's very important to identify it with something. So you'll be able to know where these contacts are from and filter it down the road. So for this example, I'm going to pretend that I've imported this CSV file from MailChimp. So I'll type in MailChimp in the tags. Now I know where these contacts are from. Once you're happy, then click on import. Now once your import has been completed, you can go back to manage contacts. And now you can see all 3 contacts have been imported successfully with their names and email address here. And if you toggle over here and click the tags, then you'll also see that it's been tagged MailChimp. Now, if you have a few email contacts to import manually, you can click on add a contact, fill out your contact's details, and click add. Choose the list again, and under tags, make sure you add that here. In this case, I manually added it, so I'm going to type in manual. Now click apply. And you can see here's our manually added contact. And just to be able to see this tag separation, you can click on the tags tab and it will show you the different tags that you use. And this will allow you to split up different email sending for which tag groups you want to send to. It's very powerful, so keep that in mind and try and make use of this feature. You can also do a similar thing under segments by creating a segment here and adding a segment name. For example, if my email subscribers are coming from YouTube, then I would type in YouTube as a heading, add the description, and now you can create a segment condition, which automatically puts your subscriber into this section. So if I hit select, and you'll be presented with many different options to segment this group to. So in this case, I'm going to go to site data and choose was referred from. And under URL, I'll type in youtube.com. This means that any subscriber that comes from the YouTube website will be automatically added into this segment named YouTube. I'll click save. And this is just another way of segmenting out your email contacts. Both these methods are very powerful and can be used together. Now that you know how to configure all these emails that you receive, the next step is to collect the emails. And we can use 2 methods here. The first method doesn't require you to have your own website, and you just simply need to create a landing page. And we can do that by going to website and then click on pages and click create a new page. Now you'll be presented with all these pre-made templates that you can choose and edit. So you can pick one of these or use the blank template and start from scratch. So for this example, I want to give out a lead magnet. So this template is nice and clean and it gives you a good starting point. So I'll click use this template. Now give it a name, click save, and here's your starting point. I don't need any of these complicated sections. So I'm going to click on it and then click on delete, and it will take out the sections that you do not want. Now I've got a simple template and I can make some adjustments. So to adjust the text, I would click on this and start typing. And now I'm going to swap the image by clicking on replace and add a file and upload it with the image that you want to use. Click on select image And there it is. Now I need to add a form to be able to capture the name and email address of your target audience. So I'll go here to the inline form and drag that into this section. Now I'm going to have to build a new one. So we're going to go build a new form. Give it a name. Now under form action, you're going to subscribe them to a list. And this is the master contact list. And now it's very important to add one more thing here. And I'm going to add a tag. As I explained previously, this is very important. So I'll type in YouTube. And in this case, the leads are going to come from YouTube. Now click Start Building Form. Okay, now I'm going to make the necessary edits. Double clicking here and changing the text on the right hand side. And now I want to change the color of the submit button. So I can go here and then click Style and then scroll to the bottom, and you can see under button in the background section, I will simply pick the red color that I want. Now the last thing to edit on this sign up form is to go to options. And now we have the thank you page that we need to edit. This is the page that once your lead fills out the first name and email and click on submit, they're going to see this text next. So I'm going to say, thanks for signing up. Here is the link to the guide and insert the link. Now they'll be able to download this. Or you can also click here and click open URL, then open the website link that contains your lead magnet. So in this example, I don't have it yet, so I just type in www.google.com. Now once I'm happy with that, click on update form, or submit form. And there is my form. Now delete this section that I don't want. Once I'm happy, I want to double check and make sure to see that it's okay. So I'll click preview page. And this is what it looks like, nice and clean and simple. So I'm happy with that. I'll close it and then click on publish page. You can edit this URL if you need. If you're happy with it, then click on publish. Now we can go to pages and then click here and get URL. Now copy this URL. We can open it up in a new tab, and you can see here, this is a live landing page hosted by ActiveCampaign now. If you have your own website, then you can use this second method, which is under forms, where you can host this form on your own website. And now you can click on integrate. And now you can copy this code and add it to your header, footer, or main section, depending on where you want this form to appear on your website. Now, all website hosting services have a customer support team to help you with this if you don't know how to do it yourself. So just quickly ping them and get them to help you with this, as it is slightly different for each service. Now we'll go back. And now you know the two ways of collecting your email leads. I do strongly recommend that you use the pages section, as it is much more simple to host it with ActiveCampaign and to ensure that things don't go wrong. Now the next step is to send out emails. And we're going to do that by going here and then clicking on email. And now click on create your first campaign. First type in your campaign name. Now you can select the campaign type from these 6 different ones. The first one is going to be your standard regular email campaign. The second one is split testing, which means you can try 2 or more different versions of the email to see which one converts better. This can be useful if you have a big email list. Now this one is automated. It can be a very powerful tool for you to use, and I'll show you more how to use this later. Now you have the RSS trigger, autoresponder. This is very useful when you're collecting leads and want to automatically give your subscriber the ebook or guide that you promised them. Or database. For example, here you can send an email on someone's birthday with a coupon code to buy your product at a discount. Now let me show you the standard email. Now click next. And let's start filling out some of these fields. So the first one is the subject line. Try and use something short and sharp, but catchy for someone to want to open your email. I'm going to add an emoji here and type in my text. Now the pre-header is the text below your heading, which your email subscriber will see before they click the email. So this is also important to be short and catchy. Now from name, this can be your own name or your company name. And the from email can be the Gmail address or the professional email address that we registered and verified at the start. I'm going to change it to that now. Now, under recipient selection, you'll pick the list that you want to subscribe them to. I currently only have the one list, so I'll pick that. And under send to, this is where you can segment out the people you want to send this email to. So we've segmented out these different segments, and so you can send to these different groups if you want to. Tags is also possible. I created 2 different tags here previously, and we can send them to different tag groups also. For this one, I'll just keep it to all. Now under schedule, if you click here, you can create schedule on when you want this email to be sent out. You can either get ActiveCampaign to choose the best time that they think based on their algorithm, or you can select your own date and time manually. I won't do that here. And tracking, I always keep this on just so I can see the stats later. Now once we're happy, just go save and exit. Now you can see our draft here. Now to create the actual email, let's click on continue, back into this page, and then click this button and you'll see 3 different options to create your email. You can use the HTML builder, which is code-based, or if you just want to create simple email with text only, you can use this option. But if you want to add some images and make it look nice while keeping it easy to build, then this is the option to choose. And I'll show you how to do this one. Now you can see here, the AI created me a version based on the colors that I use on my own website. So this is very useful to get you started. Or they have their own standard templates here if you want to use that. And if you want to just start from scratch, you can always click here and start from scratch. I always recommend you to start from a template as it makes it much easier for you to create these email campaigns. Now I just need something simple with an image, some text and a button. So I'm going to pick this standard weekly newsletter one and click on select. Now you can use AI if you want, but in this case, I'm going to manually adjust. Now I'm presented with this page. Now we can easily make changes. For example, the logo, you just click on it and click on change image on the right hand side. Pick the image you want and select the image, and there it is. Now with the text, you just have to double click and you can change individual words or headings or anything you want. So I'll make some quick changes now. Leave it at that. And now I'm just going to change the button by clicking on it and editing the words here. And if I want to change the color, you can go down to the button color, click on the arrow, and it'll change to this green color of my brand kit. So once you're happy with your email, then you click on next. And now this takes you back to the original summary page that I explained to you previously. Now the next step I strongly recommend you do before sending out your first email is to test and preview your emails always. So I'm going to click send now. Then I'm going to go to my email address and open up the test email to preview what it looks like and make sure that the buttons are working and all the things like that. It's very important to check this first before you send out mass emails to hundreds or thousands of people. And if that all works, then we can go back to our ActiveCampaign page and click on send now. Confirm that you're happy to send to these many contacts. Click send now again. And now after a few seconds, ActiveCampaign has successfully sent your emails. And we can click on view report to see all the stats of the email, like unique opens, unique clicks, what's the open rate ratio, and unsubscribes and bounces. All the stats will start appearing here once your subscribers start to open your emails. So now you know how to send out your first email with ActiveCampaign. The next thing I want to show you is how to automate this. So it will save you a lot of time in sending emails one by one. And once you start getting leads, it's going to automatically put your new email contacts into an automation funnel where you start sending them numerous emails over different days. So to do this, we'll click on the home button again and click on automations. And now click on create an automation. And you'll be presented with a choice to start from scratch or choose one of these numerous pre-made templates that ActiveCampaign have already made for you. So most likely they're going to have one already, and I suggest you do that. But I'll show you how to start from scratch as well. So just to give you a better explanation, I'll search welcome, and you can see they already have the welcome series. So that's something I'm going to create for you, but I'll show you what they've already created for you. Click on continue. Okay, here's the example. So let me explain how this works. This automation will start when a contact subscribes to your email list. This can be because they accepted your lead magnet and enter in their email address, and then we're going to send them the first welcome email. And this email can be the actual ebook that you give away, right? So once you send them the ebook, you wait 1 week, and then your subscriber is presented with a choice here. Now this means that if they open the first email, then we're going to send them the next step of the email sequence, email number 2. However, if they didn't open the first email, which is our welcome email, then we're going to send a welcome email reminder, reminding them to open the email and download the ebook. And the sequence will go on and on and on. So I'll help you create something like this now. We'll go back to automations and create an automation. Select start from scratch and click continue. So we'll start by clicking on add a start trigger, and I'll click subscribe to a list, and we'll select the list. For this one, master contact list, run only once. And under advanced section, you can always add the tag or segment by clicking here. And for me, I want the subscribers to only be from YouTube. So I'll click use this condition. Now click save. So this means anyone who subscribed to my list who's from YouTube will get this email automation sequence. And then the next step, I want to send them an email right away. So we'll click on send an email, and you can either create a new email or start an existing email. I just choose the existing newsletter that I created, but this should be something where you welcome them to your newsletter and attach the free giveaway that you promised them. So I just click that, click create, click finish, and there's my original welcome email. And the good thing is with every step, ActiveCampaign is going to recommend you the next step. So to save you some time, you can always click on the action that you want and make the edit. So for this one, I want to wait 2 days before I send the next email. So I'm going to click on the wait for 7 days, and then I'll just click here and make the edit to 2 days and click save. This saves you a bit of time, but if your option is not on the ActiveCampaign's recommended list, then you can always just click plus and create the next thing. So now I've waited 2 days. I want to now add the if/else button. And now I want to click on this and type in open. So has open, 2 days, has open campaign, and then select this newsletter campaign in the last 2 days, and then click save. Now you're presented with a yes and a no. So this means that if they open this original email and the answer is yes, then I'm going to start sending them the next email in the sequence. So imagine this is the next email, email number 2. Then I'll be sending them that email. But if they haven't opened this email, then I'm going to want to send them a different email. And this will be the welcome reminder email. And you can see here, this is very powerful, and you can create 10, 20, 30 emails in your sequence, which can last 1, 2, 3, 4 months. And it's fully automated without you having to do anything. And this is a great way to nurture your lead once they are subscribed to your email list. This is a quick note regarding my bonus offer to you. If you decide to get ActiveCampaign through my link, you can go here to collect the bonus. It's that simple. Now that you have become an expert in creating email funnels with ActiveCampaign, the next step is to build up your traffic source to get valuable leads. And this next video will help you do just that. So check it out, and I'll see you over that next tutorial.